Hello, everybody. I'm here with Ona's Tarot. Ona's Oracle, actually, right? Your channel name?
The channel name's Ona's Tarot, and the Skype is Ona's Oracle. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so we are going to look at first this plane crash in Iran. First, we wanted to send our condolences out to the Canadians, Swedes, Afghans, Germans, and British nationals and Iranians that were lost in this flight. But we've got some weird feelings about this flight, as everyone does. The black box they don't want to turn over to Canada or the US. It was a Boeing plane. So how much of an investigation is going to be done will probably be limited. We don't need to be a psychic to know that, right? First, we're going to look at, was it an accident or was it a missile strike?
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm just going to pull a few cards on this. Yeah, I'm getting the government's involved and Russia's involved. Success, victory.
I've got, just for starter kit here, I've got 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. So this was an 8 of Swords above that. Okay.
So it's intentional.
It's intentional. And all right, so I got something to say about that.
Yeah, because
this 8 up here on, I think it was New Year's Eve. I believe it was New Year. No, it was when 45 was talking to the people about killing Soleimani. The first time he came on and addressed everybody about, yes, he was definitely high. I told Jen about this, where I got this cold feeling right here, like I would use a Vicks inhaler. In another time that I tried to look into this, I got underneath him, or like close to his waist, I had hands that opened up and released like 5, I'm not alarming anybody, 5 like round balls. I'm sorry, 8. I counted 8 round balls. And I really kind of reduced that to, he was on 8 different medications because they were perfectly round like a pill. And I'm getting the sensation that he's definitely medicated. And I thought, well, this is a polypharmacy. This is a lot of medications. Now this is coming up, and above the reading, I have 8 of Swords. There's the 8s. Yeah, I think we had, I think it might have been intentional.
I get it was completely intentional. So let's go to your next question on this. Ona had a great question on this. The flight was delayed like an hour, and then they let it take off in a no-fly zone, and yeah, it went down 2 minutes after takeoff, broke apart in multiple pieces, which implies a missile too. Were they targeting someone on the plane? Was someone on the plane they were targeting?
This jumped out, the Magician, Legato.
Dirty tricks.
Yeah.
That
makes 2.
I just heard the Ukrainian. So let's see what the cards say.
And the next one is the number 8 again. 8 is significant in this.
8 is very significant. You keep getting 8s.
Oh, those poor people. God. Dang.
Wow. Oh no, the cards I am getting. Oh my God. Ooh. I've got Trump on the bottom here, the Fool.
Yeah.
I've got that there was an inside man on this flight that was the target. The challenge was to make him wait, delay the takeoff. The challenge was to make him wait for the right time to take off to target him.
Right.
This was a new action, and guess who's behind it? Putin. Their challenge, it was a burden because they had to delay the flight and then try to get it up there, even though it's in a no-fly zone. But it was Putin and someone in the White House with a hidden agenda because there was someone on this flight that made them very anxious. And they knew they were on this flight. They knew they were on this vehicle with the chariot.
Yeah, I do. I've got that, the Cavalier also, the writer, the messenger. That was the environmental, the outside influence was the weight, was the hold. And then they were ready to take off.
I've got that they were worried about investigators. They wanted to put this person in their coffin basically before investigators got to him.
The Queen of Cups is on the bottom of mine.
I just got a yes card on that. I just pulled the sun on that.
So I want to look and see how could we find out who was on that itinerary? Ooh.
Look what else I just pulled. That card that keeps coming up for me and Johnny, the three muses, the Three of Cups. There's another. I'm getting three countries. There's another foreign leader involved, and I'm kind of leaning towards the Saudis. I feel like it's like Saudi, Turkey, and Russia, like involved with Trump.
Yeah. So that morning, we had all these airstrikes that night, and I have this rock that my daughter brought home from Arlington National Cemetery when she went there on her Washington, D.C. trip for school. So I put it under my pillow that night, and I thought I could, if anything happened, I was praying for the people who would be buried at this cemetery. And I got up that morning and I did not have, I thought I was going to have some kind of profound experience. I really got not much of anything. And I learned that we had no casualties. So I did the cards, and the card that came out, the crossing action, was 7 of Cups. And then this plane crash came in. So I think this airstrike was just a
hoax to get to target this plane. So let's ask that. Let's ask that real quick. I'm gonna do just maybe a 3-card pull. See.
Yeah. So what's the airstrikes? Cover up.
Security. Yeah, cover up, gaslighting.
I have
Trump knew about it, and one of the leaders knew about it.
Yeah. No wonder he had to get stoned to talk to people. That's why he had to be high. I have the Queen of Wands, I have Temperance, and Judgments. So I think, wow. For entertainment purposes only, yep. Ace of Pentacles.
Wow. All right. So let's look at the Saudi prince's brother. He met with Trump on Monday before the attack. What was he talking to Trump about? Conveniently there the day that this airstrike broke out. And we didn't hear about it from the White House. We heard about it because the Saudi prince's brother started tweeting pictures with everybody in the White House. What was he in the White House for? Well, I got the victory card on the bottom, so that it's like they were already celebrating something.
Something is put on hold, I get. The center of the reading is there's some impatience. So we've got temperance crossed by disappointment. So they're impatient about something. Above the reading, I have betrayal, and below that,
Get out the devil spray.
devil spray. Trying to get away with something. They came to an impasse with a two of swords.
I feel like he was letting them know that they had their target in sight. And again, the challenge, to circle the circle of people that are in on this. Look at this again, below Putin, above another foreign leader, probably the prince. Since it was the prince's brother that was there, it was something that they were very anxious about, someone they were very anxious about. It's someone that they all worked together on. And the other thing that I think he was there for, I think he was letting them know that he was giving money to the family. So how he was getting some more money to the family. So this seems like a three-way scheme. And look what I pulled.
Yes.
Spray me. Spray me.
To get some?
Ooh, over greed and avarice, money.
Yeah, I have all the way up and down on the ancillary side there. We've got the Empress, so there's an idea, a plan, working together.
Yeah, you've got that same three. It's three countries working together.
3 countries working together. We've got the High Priestess for hopes and fears, and then we've got the King of, is this King of Wands? Oh no, 4, it's the Emperor.
Oh, foreign leader like I had.
There's people, there's like, he may have showed up on the thing, but there's more people in this little circle of fun here. Yeah, there's more than he was there, but there was somebody else involved too.
Wow.
They just keep going.
They keep going. So today the House voted to limit war powers on the president. I'm just going to pull 3 cards and ask, will it help? Will they be successful in limiting his powers? Because he hasn't honored any subpoenas or anything. So in the House, I'm thinking it probably won't, but I'm just going to let the cards say what they want to say.
Yeah, they said, you know what? We had to take away your crayons, Donnie, because you keep writing on the walls. So they had to take them away. I mean, oh gosh. Is it even gonna matter?
It's like they want Trump to go away. So this is casting their votes. And what I've got is what's getting ready to happen is working across the aisles. Two of cups. So I feel like we're going to look at the Senate next. They haven't voted on anything yet, but I feel like they're they're gearing up to have more partnering across the aisle to limit his war powers.
Yeah, I get that above the reading that they're dosing him his ability. They're gonna carry all the weight and they're just giving him a little bit at a time because he doesn't know how to handle it. Justice, yeah. In the past, Justice, Queen of Pentacles, up ahead, yeah. They're gonna tell him that he needs to watch himself. This is a behavior improvement plan. You need to talk to us first. And they are gonna, oh, they had a little argument about it though.
Interesting.
They had an argument about it. Then they came to an agreement. Yeah, sorry.
So
Here's the offer. You can't do this, you can do that.
Yeah, they probably argued about how much to limit him. Okay, so then we had.
I always had this feeling inside that he never had the nuclear code. I told a friend of mine, I said, I think they just gave him the little suitcase and said, carry this with you. This is the nuclear code. And it's like a Starbucks gift card or something. Right? Like they said, here, go to Target.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah, buy your codes there.
I think all those little rumors are true that you put something shiny in front of him and he'll do that. And people were doing it as a joke, but then they saw that he acted on these little things. I don't think
my security card fell out while you're saying that because they're afraid he'll betray us. So we had Senator Mike Lee, Republican, and Senator Rand Paul that apparently right after they got briefed on the Iranian thing, they get together real quick and then they come out in the hallway and they meet with the press immediately. So they immediately got together and said, I'm pissed, are you pissed? And then went on air with it, right? So over the whole Iranian briefing. So we've got Senator Tim McCain, or Kane, sorry, Senator Kane, Hillary's running mate from Virginia, who is proposing limiting war powers in the Senate. Will it pass? Are people finally breaking away from Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham? Because Miss Lindsey, Lapdog Lindsey, was dissing them afterwards for saying anything on air. And you got to believe if Rand Paul is saying something, Mr. I got to run to Russia. If he's saying something, there's.
It's interesting how we're getting teased and we're finding out all these little things about how they really feel. Like one at a time, they're going to start to say things that make you realize they know he's a fool.
They know he's a fool, and they some of them may have a little bit of a conscience and keep breaking away one by one. So will they pass a war powers act in the Senate? My victory card just tried to fall out. Let's see. Climbing to higher ground in the Senate. Let's see. Yeah, they're fighting over it. They're fighting over it too. They're fighting over how to get him to leave. Wow. They're hard at work on it, and then new beginnings. They are breaking apart. They are starting to break apart, not accepting what's offered, the tower, the betrayal. They are breaking apart in the Republican Party.
But I have that there's a few left over. This is the bottom of the deck. We've got the Lovers and the Magician. So there's a little bit of attachment, but yeah, I do get that they're filtering out. This is above the reading. I sprayed and below. So this is they're attached to this person. This is what is above them, and below them is we know all the secrets. All of this stuff is about to just spill out.
Yeah, I feel like the ones that are breaking away are working together. So you're gonna start seeing the Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell faction. You're gonna see this other faction coming out. I'm getting success in passing something in the Senate, and that's a big change because
Mhm.
breaking apart.
I get that there is going to be something that comes out. Like we're going to learn something new. Somebody's going to have an aha moment, and there's a karmic consequence to it that they're not going to have a choice. They are, in the environment and then outside influence. This is nothing but a nightmare for
Yeah,
them.
keeping them up.
Nine of
So,
swords, nine of wands. It's like, when is this over?
so let's ask, why did Mike Lee and Rand Paul pull away from the Republicans? Let's ask. I see you're using the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. I love that.
I I like it. I like the art, but the cards are a little long. They're hard to sort of grab onto, but I love the art
Yeah,
in this
there's a
deck.
couple of them I have to look at closely to remember what card they are.
And they're super snarky,
Yeah.
you know?
Senator Mike Lee, Senator Rand Paul, why are they breaking off from the Republicans over the war crimes, over the war powers?
Matt Getz did too. Matt Getz decided to,
Marco Rubio is in the corner with Lindsay. They're splintering.
yeah, because the poop is hitting the fan. And it's spraying. It's just spraying everywhere. You can't dodge this now. I get in the beginning here in the central that they are really reevaluating. They're thinking about what they have and what they have to protect.
It's what do I have on the bottom? I've got the emissary for the king on the bottom. Interesting. Steady money. At the root of this, I've got, there's moneyed news and they're trying to find their balance. They know something's getting ready to break about money. So they're showing up as justice, putting their foot down. The challenge is, getting everybody on board, not just one vote, one or two votes. They're looking to their futures. So with their elections,
Mhm.
and they want Trump to leave. They want him to go away. They're fighting over it. There's gaslighting going on over this briefing, and their emotions are overrunning. They don't like being gaslit.
Wow.
And
No,
they feel betrayed for some reason.
I do. I get there's the money on the top and betrayal on the bottom. They feel like maybe they're betraying or they're going to be seen as those who betrayed. In the past, we've got getting away with, and then the Empress in the immediate future. So their immediate future, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about the plan. You could see their writing on the wall, and they're like, if we start to back up now, if they do these things when all this other crap is happening, then we don't notice it as much in
Yeah.
the immediate environment. Spray, 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 trying to balance. And yeah, hopes and fears, putting it to rest.
Putting it to rest.
They're
Yeah.
seeing it happen and just hide away at the end. So just kind of start to do a little bit at a time, being more verbal about what's really happening. After he came out of the sun yesterday on that press conference that he did, that the doors open and the sun shined.
It looked like he was coming off an alien spaceship, or like he had been under radiation or something. It was like crazy. It was like, the doors open and, oh, look, Jesus is here or something. I don't know what it was.
It is the voyage of the Starship Enterprise or
Well,
something.
you know
I
what?
don't know,
We're
man.
gonna have to skip to Trump and read on Trump, and then we'll go to our other couple of questions. I had a flash vision last night. I was telling Ona about earlier. I saw Trump pitching a temper tantrum, and the feeling I get of why he wanted to do this partially, besides being told to, I think Putin pulled his strings and Saudis pulled his strings, but he wanted to have a big win like Obama had when he killed Osama bin Laden. And he wanted people outside the White House celebrating and saying, I got him, I got him. And it's backfired on him. He hasn't gotten that. So in this vision I had, I saw him with pieces of paper on his desk, and he would pick up a piece of paper and there'd be a name on it. So the first one he picked up said Mitch, and he wadded it up and he said trash, and he threw it down. And then he'd pick up one that said Pompeo, wadded it up and said trash and threw it down. Johnny from Terrell's Apprentice has always said when Trump goes down, he's going to take everybody with him because he can't accept responsibility for anything. And it was like seeing him throwing everybody under the bus or out, throwing the baby out with the bathwater kind of energy. So how's Trump feeling right now? Because when he talks, how was it he said in his speech? What was the word? He couldn't pronounce it correctly.
He couldn't pronounce terrorist. There was a delay in, you see his eyes trying to think of the word.
Yeah.
And then when it actually comes out of him, there's a delay. There's kind of a longer than you would expect somebody to answer a question, looking up, just very fragmented, completely. I smell chemicals. I know I wrote that down because I was looking around like, did I leave a bottle of glue open or something? Yeah, stoned, but more of like he had a nice cocktail of Xanax and Adderall. Like he had,
Absolutely.
trying to calm him down. Such a snot, honestly.
Oh, man.
What are my other notes?
Ooh, he was angry. He did get the temper tantrum. He was angry that he didn't get this recognition for taking this guy out, Soleimani. He is angry. Angry, and he feels a loss. He's trying to wave the big stick. But he didn't get his challenge was to get a circle of support around him. He couldn't get it. He had this sense of nostalgia, like he wanted that same reaction Obama got, and everything flipped on him. He didn't get what he wanted. Everything changed. Everything changed in America. It's like,
yep. I get the same thing.
He feels slighted.
Oh, really?
He wanted the hero's welcome.
Like I said before, the I feel sorry for you bus is parked out front. It'll take you straight to the pity party that nobody's going to show up to. So go ahead, buddy. God.
Have a rally there.
So I got in the central to that but I like to think of this card as inheritance. And in this deck, there's somebody stealing a piece off the chessboard and hiding it underneath them. So there's a little thievery going on there.
Well,
and crossing that.
There's somebody hiding under the chessboard.
Yeah. There's somebody hiding underneath and he's holding on to like the king or something.
Yeah.
And crossing that, this would have been his lineage, his legacy, his heritage. Boom. Ouch. Right?
No Nobel Prize, no getting victory, heroes welcome for killing a terrorist.
You know what? All the like Trump stuff, Trump products and all that crap, he's not even going to be able to get his name on a bag of chips when we're done with this guy. In the past, hoarding it away, trying to put it together. And then, in the immediate environment, boom. Knight of Swords. You're out. trying to hoard. Yeah, there's nothing, the tower over the, the Ten of Pentacles, that whole inheritance kind of thing, that's kind of just said.
He thought this was his legacy. So, Mitch McConnell, since I saw Trump throwing him down on a piece of paper, is he going to get forced to have witnesses in the trial? Nancy's holding off, but she keeps saying she's going to send stuff soon. So that tells me she's about ready to reveal what she's got in her hip pocket. She's going to send the article soon, she says. So, Mitch McConnell, are you going to get forced to have witnesses now that your party is fracturing? What's the word? Breaking apart?
Break up. Well, I get an offer. I get the Ace of Pentacles, where they're still kind of in negotiations and making offers back and forth. I think we're all just waiting for him to just. I could start there.
Here's Mitch on the bottom trying to rush it straight to a vote, right? He's like, let's get this over fast. Yeah, look at this. Mitch has his hidden agenda, but the problem is, his challenge is people are working together against him. That's his challenge now. People are like, so now he's got burden. Before he was feeling very secure. Now he's got burden. And this has to do with his family. His family, the Republicans. They're still talking here in the future, but they're starting to work across the aisle, and it causes Mitch to have confusion. I'm not getting if he's going to allow witnesses. I feel like he gets stuck, but I also feel like an ending is coming so soon. So it's almost like they're howling at the moon to get witnesses, like the trial doesn't even happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like it ends and there's no trial.
I think that's what they're all hoping for.
Like something comes out so big that they don't even have to do a trial.
That's what I get for Under Hopes and Fears. I didn't even draw. There was a big secret. There was something that comes out before there's that offer. That would be the outcome. But there's just a lot of this fighting amongst themselves. I mean, somebody's got to get tired of this after a while. Their delusions, they're fighting. The secret comes out, right? And there's some victory. Let me just no it with just cutting the deck.
Judgment coming down is what I get on a 1-card pull.
I have Justice in the immediate future. Or you've got Judgment, I've got Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that there's...
Something from the past is going to come up again. And Justice on that. So...
I get Hermits for just like yes, no kind of thing. But there's something that is hidden. There's something that we don't know yet. The energies are changing
quickly.
How much longer can they do this tug of war stuff? Isn't there a time limit on it?
I think Nancy's going to come out with some more articles of impeachment before it's over. If they don't get Bolton into the Senate to testify, she'll bring him into the House and have him testify and add to the articles.
I like the way she said today. She said that they would be coming out soon, and the way she opened her eyes and shook her head, I thought, okay, soon means.
Well, Lev
she's not
Parnas,
shrugging her shoulders, so.
yeah. Lev Parnas's judge the other day okayed for him to pass some pictures along that were on his cell phone and some other information on his cell phone. So videos, pictures to Congress, to Nancy's team for the impeachment hearings. So yeah, they're going to be getting some more evidence they're going to be looking at. They'll be adding to those articles. Let's look at Melania. Is she cooperating with is she involved in any foreign countries, businesses? She lives outside the White House. She doesn't live with Trump.
With at least two more. There it is. That fell out. Ooh, I'm sorry. That flew out. Three of Cups.
Three of Cups. Wow.
She's in cahoots with, you gotta be at this point. In cahoots with somebody. Huh.
Card of communication on the bottom. Maybe talking to somebody in a foreign country.
I have Magician covering that. Ooh, we gotta figure that out, huh? There's a money exchange.
Ooh, she's got secrets around her. I got the Hermit and the High Priestess. Crowning the reading, the High Priestess, the Hermit below. Something she's trying to shed a light on. She's strong in between the secrets. Her challenge is she's hung up right now, like she's been delayed. But it's involving someone overseas. She's getting ready to move into action.
Justice is coming. Yeah, there's an offer at the end, and it's a sword of truth. But right in the immediate environment here, we've got death and we've got the Fool.
I asked what country, and I pulled my Russia card. Dirty tricks going on with Russia.
Yeah.
The world too. There's like a whole circle of them.
Yeah, so, I feel like she's got a role in this that is significant.
Yeah, and that communication card on the bottom, yeah, she may be like doing phone calls from her phone. She knows 7 languages. Wow. Thank you for reading with me tonight. This was fun. Everybody, please go check out Ona's Tarot. If you're watching this on my channel, go watch it again. Subscribe to Ona. We'll try to
press the like.
Press the like button. We're gonna try to get together periodically and do some videos. We actually live not too far apart, so maybe one day we'll surprise everybody and be in the same room together and do a reading.
Lunch at the cemetery or museum would be fun.
Yeah, I love haunted places. Take me somewhere haunted. As a medium, I love going into haunted places.
Well, I know, don't you? Yeah. I do. Like, do you pull over sometimes and just to go to a weird shop that looks like it has antiques and just go in there? And I love doing stuff like that.
I've lived in have moved like every 4 or 5 years. So I've lived in places like Pennsylvania, near Philly, and New York and stuff. And I go to places that you see on the ghost hunting shows, like the Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, highly haunted. I go to do rescue work. I go to try to cross spirit over into the light, to talk with them. And I've had some really unusual experiences in places like that.
I love it.
Yeah, England, going in old castles and stuff. Oh my gosh.
In my dreams.
Yeah.
In my dreams. That's what I like. You know what I listen?
So I got to do some fun stuff when I travel for work.
I love that stuff. I found Jonesboro, Tennessee was very, very haunted. When we lived in Johnson City, when we went to Jonesboro, wow. There was some haunted stuff going on in there.
So,
It was
any subscribers know some great haunted places in Illinois? Put it in the comments below, and Ona and I'll try and get there.
the ghost tour bus.
The ghost tour, the Ghostbusters. Well, thank you so much. We'll see
Thank
you
you, thank you.
again soon. Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.